Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Todd again. I'm talking about my back house. Um, if anybody has any ideas about on some ideas for, um, I need to know about exterior coats. And when you put it over pre-existing stucco, is there an epoxy level that I should put down below? Should I move the dirt away from the sides of the house that are exposed so that no water goes in or out? The other thing is most of it's done. I have cabinet, I have painting in the kitchen. See this kitchen over here? Oh yeah, this one. Ugh. That's all gonna go. That's all gonna go. That's nasty town. I can't take that. Oh, but in the back house, that's almost all done. That we had a hot water tank line flood and it was just awful. I fired two work crews. The first work crew, I'll tell you their name. Their name is Ocean's 11. Be very, very careful about who you hire. Comes my black kitty. He wants some attention. Say hello to the world, kitty. Just a kitty, kitty, kitty. He's fun. He's a mouser. 6 months old. By the time he was 6 months, he already had three mice. Very good mouser. So, anyways, painting most of the house. I have around the exterior doors, front and back. On the interior, I'm going to be filling in the holes and like in between the drywall. I have some areas that are kind of extra wide that I don't like, so I'll be working on those. The cabinetry and everything, once I get the kitchen painted, is going out of the pod. I'm getting that pod the hell off of my property by the new year. 2025, it's gone. Thank you, Jesus. The next thing is, after the painting, is the kitchen cabinetry. At the same time that these two items are going on, or painting, first, I will be having the bathroom tiled in the back house. I already have all the tile and stuff like that. But I might need to get a tile cutter that can also cut solid rock. Because for this front house where I'm at right now, I want to use natural rock for certain areas to see the viability if you can use natural rock, not granite, but natural rock for, hang on. You want outside. Come on. Let's go. You need to go catch a niece. Go on. Sorry about that, yo. That's my cat. Oh, did he want to go outside? He was letting me know. But anyway, so back to that. So, and I even have the tile. I'll make another video about the tile for the backsplash in the kitchen that I chose. The bathroom, I also need to get another vanity. The idiot on the second crew that I fired. Went through two crews. First crew got fired. They couldn't even pass code. They're hanging copper pipe with stripped copper wiring. That's not even code. They were also hanging copper piping with cut, what do you call it? Clear tubing that they had stolen out of my garage. This is Ocean's Contractors. They're in Southern California. And everybody that's been screwed by them should all go to the Better Business Bureau. I know they don't have a lot of fangs, but you post something there and everybody sees it. Two, you have to go to the California Contractors Board and file a complaint, which I did. I even had to go get my own permits because they didn't want us to get it. And the sales guy started yelling at me. I'm not going to give you his name, but he started yelling at me. And I did a lot of years of kickboxing, over 30. And I said, listen here, partner, you know who I am. You know what I can do. You know my capabilities. Shut the pie hole, because you're treading on thin ground. You're yelling at me for no reason at all. There's no point in that. And I had to set him straight. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of scam construction companies out there. Let me tell you, I wish CoffeeZilla would do something about the scamola construction business. There are so many crooked contractors. Oh, you may have your contractor's license. You may even have your bond and your insurance, but your work is probably dirt shit. It sucks. And I wouldn't hire you. I hire people that are uh, do ADUs on the side, but their number one primary job is union pipe fitting or union electrical or union, because their grade of work has to be such a high grade that it passes any kind of inspection. So they know what I want. And I have a crew like that I use for things that are out of my control, and I'll hire them to do it. And if you want a good drywaller, talk to me. Put something down there in the your name, where do you live in Southern California, outside of the in the LA area. I want it near Long Beach, Huntington Beach, that kind of thing. Don't be coming on and dropping like your little box, 400 square feet box either, unless you're going to put some money in that, and you're going to make it look like a diamond mine or something in there, because we do good work and we get paid good for our work. So that's what I'm dealing with in the back house. This is my little rant about it, because it's just so sucky to deal with getting things up to grade. But, that's what we're doing. And the other thing, too, is I've been watching a lot of YouTube on how to do things, which I didn't. I worked in a cabinet shop before, Skyline Mobile Homes. They ripped me off big time. I would never buy a mobile home anyways. Those things, you're just asking for a fire to just engulf you. Those things are a matchstick. Not many fire codes on those things to help you out. Once they go up, boy, they are a disaster. So, and then the second work crew, let's go there. Um, their work was just above um, what we'd call passing inspection, okay, for the permit. The work was good, but my pipe fitter friend said it could have been a lot better. A lot better. He knows, he's a pipe fitter, okay, the piping in the house, okay. And my electrical engineering friend, union guy, said the electrical could have been a lot better. Better series and parallels, however they run them. All the wiring in the back house is already all done. All the home runs, receptacles, ceiling fans, switches, light switches, that. The next thing on that, though, is what I learned on the second crew is the one guy was a real bad drunk, and he started to get under my skin, and he started to say a lot of very, very foul, intolerable shit. My lesson learned: never hire a foul mouth beer drinking contractor, because you're not going to get your work done to a satisfactory level. I'm telling you, if they can't conduct themselves in a manner that you're paying them to get work done, and they can't speak to you in colloquial that is not full of FUs and, my yah went to this girl and that girl, and I did all this and that, and I party and blah, 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 blah. You get sick of hearing that crap. I'm like, do your work. Just shut your pie hole and do the work that I paid you to do in the first place. So, yeah, be careful who you hire, and watch how they walk around the job site. Make sure they're not fucking standing around. It pisses the hell out of me about that. Okay? The other thing that we learned on that back house is they were trying to get away with using blue copper piping instead of the red. The blue is single wall, the red is double wall. And so they were on the cheap. First set of crew was using cheap copper piping. I literally had to take it all out and put in double wall copper piping. Watch it on that, okay? Oh, another thing too, you go buy the material yourself. Don't allow them to buy it because they're going to mark it up 40 to 1,000 to 100%. And then you're going to have to pay all that extra money just because they went and picked it up. Go pick it up yourself and then hire someone that's going to install it and, blah, blah, blah. You'll make out more in the long run. You can negotiate the price. Another lesson learned. Get a Home Depot Pro account. Trust me. If you're going to be doing a remodel, get a Home Depot Pro account. Big time. I wish I would have done that years and years and years ago. I didn't know anything about it, and just hindsight's that kind of BS stuff. Lowe's is good. Get a Lowe's account. Get an Ace Hardware. Get a Ganal Lumber. Get all the accounts you can, because you're going to be price comparing the entire time as you get your project going and things are getting done. Sometimes you can't price compare. Granted, you're going to have to get the tool and go do the job that day because it's needed to be done that day and blah, blah, blah. So you're going to have to shell out cash in that way. But if you're looking for price points and how you can save your money, and Contractor's Warehouse, that's another one. Look at what you're buying, how you're buying it, how long does it take it to get to there? Are you picking it up? Are you having it delivered? Those kinds of things. Another thing too is if you suspect right away of foul play / foul work / foul and all that sort of stuff, okay, get those guys out of your job. It's your job. It's not theirs. Okay, understand this. If you're footing the bill, it's not their effing job. It's yours. You are the one telling them what you want. If they can't do that, they're the wrong people and you need to fire them quickly. Don't keep thinking, wishful thinking that stuff is going to happen. Okay, it ain't. Okay, so you got to come to terms with yourself on how you're going to spend your money in a proper manner that's going to reflect what's going on with the job. And if you suspect foul play within the work, within the worker, within everything, including the bid, that's another thing I learned on the bidding is people will bid stuff and they have no idea what they're bidding. The second crew, I had to fire this guy. He had no idea. I lost money on that guy, over 8,000. Very pissed. It pissed me off beyond belief. Complete robbery. He did not do $12,000 worth of work. We paid him for, and then he, and when the dude asked me for $16,000 more, I told him get off my property. And then he didn't want to get off. Ring, ring, ring a ling, ling, ling. Hello, I need this guy extracted off my property, Johnny Law, because he doesn't seem to get that I'm the owner of this property and he's trespassing at this point. They'll come and help you extract that son of a gun right off your property quicker than you can blink your eyes. They like dealing with people like that. This guy keep talking and talking. That's what he is. He's a talker. I hate him. His work did not reflect his mouth. His work did not reflect the ethics of the job. That when you are building, this is something to contractors, and this is something I don't give a damn who you think you are. You're wealthy. I build mansions. Yeah, and how much of that mansion? Well, let's say if a home inspector is going to come and look at your work, how much of that is going to pass? 30%, 40%, 70%. I've watched a lot of home inspection channels, and they go in these multi-million-dollar mansions where they quote unquote did all this work. And the home inspector said, "You see this? You see these gaps? You see this screw on the floor? Didn't even put it in the wood. And why is this nail popping out? Why are the trusses cracked?" These are multi-million-dollar homes that I watch all across the U.S. These home inspectors come in, quote unquote, that are paid by the builder who you paid money to build or remodel. Okay. You've got to have a good inspector. Make sure, look, it's an investment. The permit covers your rear end in many ways, by the way, folks. So if they're telling you not to get a permit, you tell them to stuff it and beat sand, go bury, your job, your work. I hope your company dries up big time. Another thing that I saw that I'm learning is you're going to need tools. What color? Green Makita, yellow DeWalt, red Milwaukee. Those are your three. I would not advise Ryobi. I've had Ryobi. They don't have the power. It's just not contractor grade, in my opinion. It's home grade. Okay. Home grade is an entirely different grade. It's, if you're using tools every day, and don't be an idiot and throw your tools around. Oh, they'll take it. Oh. And next thing you know, you got chips and cracks all over your plastic housing of your drills. I don't do that for that reason. I see too many people that think money grows on trees. Oh, here's another thing. Homeowners, they will bill in to the billing to buy brand new tools to do the job. I look at what they bring to the table. If they don't already have all those tools, then I ain't hiring them. I just tell them straight out, I'm not buying your tools for you. Either you have the tools already to do the job, and you can come on here and bid it with some soundness, some fairness, give me some righteousness here because I am a retired vet. Or are you going to take and rake me over the coals and give me this BS price? Okay. Another thing I would say to do is look at other companies. Now, I just went and had a bid done by Anderson Windows. I don't know if these guys that I every single time I've had someone, they're all foreigners, and they don't seem to understand that us Americans, when they say Anderson sent a guy over here, they wanted $60,000 for a 9-bedroom or a 9-window, one French door that I want right there. $60,000. Are you effing kidding me, Andersons? Kick rocks. That's what I'm saying about Andersons. I don't know who their contractors are. What I mean, it sounds like the sales guy's making $30,000 freaking dollars plus on the sales. So if they're coming, just remember, if you call Andersons, I don't know if they're independent hired contractors or what, but good Lord, man, do you want to pay that much? Hell no. You might as well use Geldwin or another company. Look around. There's a company that I use local. I won't use them again. I didn't like their install and everything, and I'm not going to diss them on here because they did do a okay job. Okay. I wish I could find that stucco guy again, though, because he did my house, and he did an excellent job on the fill-ins, the cracks, and everything else I needed, which was nice. Okay. Good price. Good price. That was a good price. Wish I could find him again. The other thing is after that, I got interior doors. So I'm kind of jumping around a lot. I know. Okay. Painting, interior, mud around the drywall, of the exterior doors, but on the interior side. So painting, mudding, cabinetry. Oh, I got to take out the sidewalk too between the back house and the garage. That's a bit. That's going to cost me a grip. I know, but if I can get some help on that, that'd be great. I'm going to be buying the Makita, the new XGT series um, impact hammer drill that will. It's got like a shovel digger. It's got a pinpoint digger. It's got a flat digger, or like a chisel. I should say chisel, not a digger. So it's got like these flat chisels that are this long, and even longer ones to take out tile, which I want to get all four. That's about 1,200, 1,500 bucks, easy. And then, so painting, mudding up, repainting those because I want to get the cabinetry put in the kitchen, interior doors, baseboard, and I have it all written down. And then I will paint the outside of the back house. And then, like, it's really cool on. There's this bottom corner of my garage. There goes my husky. Look at that. There goes my husky. You can see him over there. But I want to start doing murals of certain things. It'll be cool. You'll see. I have a person that I know named Gigi Lee. If you look her up, she does postcards and all that. I'll find a link later, but just look her up. Gigi Lee, Jiji Lee. She does postcards. I'll find her link, or if someone can find her link, put it in the down below in the comments. And I'm gonna put in all my links in here for what I need, and how you can also make some extra money for yourself, a little side hustle, G Fuel, all that sort of stuff. I like that stuff. And then, but the roof is already done on the back house and the front house and the garage. I have solar, so that's done. And the other thing for this room is this is going to be completely redone. All this wooden panel, the last renter that we had, that I'm so glad they left, these girls screwed this place up royal. There are holes in these panels that are so bad. Ugh. And they used the wrong color wood paste to fill in the hole. Just awful, crappy. So when I rent this back house, it's going to be about 3,200 to 3,500 a month. I'll make a whole video on that. I've also have a couple other videos that you saw the interior. Those are short, so go ahead and watch that. But this is for anybody that's watching. Just watch the whole thing, because there's some valuable information and some thoughts on how, oh, okay, I didn't think about that. You know, you have to start thinking about the whole thing. So if you're going to be in charge of a house, you have to start becoming a professional homeowner, basically, because everybody wants your money, and a lot of people are out to screw you for it. They'll do whatever they can to get that Hyundai, to get that Grant, get that Benjamin, to get that Jackson, to get that Lincoln, to get that Washington. You understand? These people are dirty. So you got to find the 1 in 100 that's not going to be a jerk and not to blow smoke up your ha-ha, to do the work. Become a psychologist when you get yeah, that's what you got to become, a psychologist. And you got to become a little mini freaking PhD in material. How much does it cost? How much do I need? You're going to start thinking about these things. What kind of paint? Oh, we're painting the interior Greek Villa White by Sherwin-Williams. I hate that coffee crap. That coffee white is the ugliest. Ugh. Don't get me started on people choosing coffee white. It's an ugly color, and you just don't know it. The other thing is get these kinds of pencils right here. See this? And they have little cool sharpeners. Let me show you. See, little sharpener. See, I'll put it right there. See, now you can see how. And then you just stick it in there like that. Sharpen it. Okay. Sharpens it really good. These are good pencils, folks. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them on I think you can get them in Home Depot, Lowe's, eBay. But you'll want a set of these. I bought a whole set, a big set. Okay. The other thing that you're going to want is a pad of paper. Don't be stupid in thinking that your phone is going to keep it, because anything can happen to that phone. You could drop it in the toilet and your urine and poop, God forbid. You could lose it on going down the road. I've done it. Flew right out the window. I'm not going to BS you. Went right off the dash, right into the ditch, and gone for good. Could never find it. No, it didn't ring. It was done. It was gone. Or anything, smashed by a hammer or material you drop on it, or you drop it on the job site, and boop, there goes the screen, and there, boop, you're off to T-Mobile. Boop, okay, so you want to get a pad of paper and write down everything that's going on. Okay, I've kept a lot of receipts behind me on this little shelf right here. I got them full of boxes. It's all called the street number, name of the street. I call it the description of what happened, which I call mine flood, reflood, because the first group of guys that I hired, twice, 2 stinking times, they flooded that back house, and it cost us over $1,000 in 1 month in water. Watch what they do. If they don't like you hanging over them, too bad. You're paying their bill. You are the job foreman, essentially. You've got to watch what they do. I'd even take pictures. Every step of the way, take pictures. And not on your phone. Get a separate camera. Yeah, you need a camera when you're a contractor. I don't know why these guys think, oh, look, I got it all on my phone. What you should do is take it on a camera, microcard it, put it on your computer, develop files, and then that way you can get their email and say, hey, look, these are all similar to the job that I'm bidding on for you, and here's what I've already done. Here's the various colors, here's various whatever. Material, whatever. Okay. A lot of them I found too, a lot of contractors have no savvy. They're just not savvy. They are looking to hustle you so hard that it just sucks. And my friend, the drywaller, goes behind a lot of contractors that have screwed up his new client's work. That new client now is going to keep calling him because he does it so much better than the contractor, that he gets repeat business because of that. So this is my rant today about all this crap. I'm doing this back house. One last thing. If someone says, like, for instance, I had an electrician that said, oh yeah, I'll come back and refinish the electrical, which was all we needed was basically a breaker put in, like a new whatever fuse or whatever, the switch box. And because I don't do electrical, I'll pay someone to do that. And just put on face plates. And dude told me, oh, it's only going to be a couple $100. Then he comes over my house after I have the drywalling done, which he was waiting for it to dry and all blah, blah, blah. And then he wanted, after he finished, he said a couple $100, he wanted $4,800. I said, there's no way I can pay you, and there's no way I'm going to pay you, because you made a verbal agreement that it would only be a couple $100 when you come back. I hired a union electrical guy to cover for what he didn't do. I spent, remember I told you he wanted $4,800? I spent a tenth of that to pay the electrical union guy to finish. A couple $100. Please be aware of what their prices are. Scam, scam, and scam. And if they're not a U.S. citizen, they'll run on you. If they don't do the work good, they'll run on you. You watch. A lot of them have. Oh, you can't find me. Be careful who you hire. Be very, very careful who you hire. Look at their work. If they can't show you work, boom. Automatically zero. You shouldn't even be using them. Zero. Next, 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 next. People, you have to be more savvy these days. There's too many grifters, too many liars, too many cheats, too many thieves. They'll even steal your material right off the property. They'll steal your tools too. I'm coming to an end. I want to say thank you all for watching. This is all for educational purposes, for you to learn the ins and outs of hiring contractors, doing it yourself. Like I said, I got a whole new video coming up on what I'm going to be doing in the back house. I'll be in there today. I'll do a short on that. So, thank you for your time. Please watch this. Please watch the whole thing. Thank you.